Hello to everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Freddy Quintana. I'm from Colombia, and today I present to you a work called Hot Flashes and Perceived Psychological Stress, a segment of the Association in Colombian Caribbean Women. I'm part of the group investigation Salud de la Mujer from Cartagena University. This presentation doesn't have conflict of interest or any financial relationship. Manifestations of the climateric syndrome are grouped into three broad categories: psychological, metabolic, and vasomotor symptoms, among which we have hot flashes, insomnia, vaginal dryness, and others. The appearance of the climateric syndrome has a big impact in women's life because it affects quality of life in different spheres. This becomes a great source of stress for women. Hot flashes are often the main symptom for women at this stage and also the main reason to women for seek treatment. This is why our objective was to estimate the association between hot flashes and perceived psychological stress in climateric Caribbean women. This was a cross-sectional study, part of the caribe project, which means quality of life in menopause and Colombian Caribbean ethnic groups. We seek for healthy women residing in different populations of the Colombian Caribbean, with age between 40 to 59 years. They were interviewed in their homes, and we applied a questionnaire compound of a sociodemographic characteristic, the menopause rating scale, and the perceived stress scale of 10 questions, the PSS-10. Unadjusted and adjusted logistic regression were carried out, as well as Spearman correlation. This is the menopause rating scale, a scale that asks for 11 menopausal symptoms. With the first question, we are able to classify the population into two groups: with hot flashes, those with a score greater than 0, and without hot flashes, with a score of 0. The perceived stress scale of 10 questions asks about how have felt the person in 10 situations in the last month, scoring it from 0 to 4 depending on the frequency of the feeling. With a total of 40 points available, higher the score, higher the stress the person had been. When we analyzed the population, we had a total of 471 women, 85% from these with hot flashes. When we stratified a population depending on whether they had hot flashes or not, we didn't find a statistical difference in the age parity of the nutritional condition. But when the presence of hot flashes was significantly higher in the peri and postmenopause group, and was significantly lower in the premenopause group. When we evaluate the answer given to the PSS-10, the population with hot flashes scored higher in every question, but there was only statistical significant interest items. Feelings that I couldn't face all the things I had to do, be able to control the difficulty of your life, and get angry because the things that have happened were out of your control. The score total was statistically higher in the group with hot flashes, being 19 points over 50 points. In this table, we have the logistical relation between the presence of hot flashes and the sociodemographic characteristic. Being premenopausal, hysterectomized, and having a score over 16 points in the PSS-10 were associated with having hot flashes. Then, when we adjusted the relation to all the variables, only having a score over 16 points in the PSS-10 kept associated with having hot flashes, with an adjusted OR of 3.55. Through the Spearman coefficient, we correlated the intensity of hot flashes to all the quantitative variables. The menopausal age was negative and significantly correlated, and the PSS10 score was positive and significantly correlated. This means that the intensity of hot flashes was higher in women with higher stress and was softer in younger women. So, in conclusion, the stress perceived was significantly associated to the presence and the intensity of hot flashes. Thanks to everyone for your attention. You can find this presentation in our website. Also, you can find there similar presentation, poster, and all our work. So, please check it if you are interested.